Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
I love watching football on the ultimate fan-worthy TV from Samsung. It's super big and super clear, just like being there. Even with a 115-inch screen, the picture doesn't get blurry with supersized picture enhancer on 2025 Samsung TVs. Select Black Friday deals start now. Go big and save big on ultimate fan-worthy TVs at Samsung.com.
Sale dates vary by model. Supersized picture enhancer utilizes AI-based formulas available on 85-inch and larger TVs on models QN70F and above.
This is Paul Feinbaum. That'll do it for me today. Coming up next, The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
From the University of Alabama, this is Crimson Tide Today. It's a daily update on Bama sports and it's brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, a true Southern flavor since 1947 and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide. Order online at ConecuhSausage.com. Hello again, everybody. I'm Roger Hoover. Here are thoughts from Alabama women's basketball head coach Christy Curry as Alabama prepares for Samford on Wednesday night. Yeah, looking at the Samford Bulldogs, tonight's opponent, where do they present some challenges and some of the talented personnel they have?
Well, they're just well coached. I mean, Matt does a great job of running a lot of different set plays. They're going to really challenge and go at our weaknesses. So it will challenge each player defensively, to guard their yard and understand. Otherwise, they're going to make you look bad. So, I mean, I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to understand. He's going to do a really good job with that. And then they run multiple ball screen actions. So our communication loud, early, and often, and how we guard the ball screen with great effort and energy are going to be really critical to our success.
I'll have more in a moment.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Got Conecuh sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows it's how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down the road. It's a little taste of heaven and everybody knows it's how I get my grill on. Conecuh sausage. It's just a little taste of heaven.
Join us tonight for Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, presented by Alpha Insurance, live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, starting at 6 p.m. Central. You can listen to Hey Coach on the Full Radio Network, the Varsity Network app, as well as watch the video stream on all Alabama Athletics social media platforms. Crimson Tide Today is brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Crimson Tide Today is a production of the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
In the market for a new or used car? Look no further than Hyundai of Decatur. With a large inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Hyundai models, Greenway Hyundai of Decatur is here to service all of your Hyundai needs. Come visit our exceptional service department as well. With state-of-the-art facilities and a caring team of automotive professionals waiting to service your vehicle, make Hyundai of Decatur your number one choice for all your automotive needs. Give them a call today at 256-274-0279 or visit them online at greenwayhyundaiofdecatur.com.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-Sparky.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
This is Bill Crawford with Crawdad's Countdown to Kickoff. I've recently had a stem cell procedure on my right knee from Dr. Charles Lee of Regenesis. Stem cells are harvested from your body and re-administered back into your body. This approach is painless, quick, and requires no lengthy rehab. My knee feels better already. Regenesis is located at 4025 Pepperwood Circle Southwest, Suite C, Huntsville, Alabama. Call 256-715-8193 or Google their website for more information.
The Tom Abraham Show, weekdays beginning at noon on 97.7 ESPN The Zone and WZZN TV. WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. This hour is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll, and I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Baumhower's victory. Grille, you better believe it. 3 weeks in a row. Ain't no better place to be on a Wednesday than right here walking you up to Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show. He's Wes. I'm Steve. Appreciate you tuning in on your drive home. 256-576-4977. And for the final time in 2025, I get to say it's a teleconference Wednesday.
Isn't that crazy?
It's done. It is done.
Flew by.
It is done. There were several coaches where I was the only one talking to the coaches. Shane Beamer among them. But did talk to Kalen DeBoer today. In fact, you know what? Let me start with that because honestly, there was a lot of discussion in particular last week on the offensive line, which, I mean, we've talked about the offensive line at pretty great length this week on how they performed in Oklahoma, and it was one of their better performances.
Yeah, you know, the backs picking up the
and I went to Jim Miller in particular with Coach right out of the gate. I didn't think Jim had a good game.
Well, I don't think he did either. I thought it wasn't just him, though. As every back had trouble blocking Oklahoma. And then I don't know who was supposed to – they were running something they hadn't run before. It was very, very deceptive, which is good for Oklahoma. Disguised the blitz, and that was supposedly 3 of the plays that we had sacked were all the same blitz package for Oklahoma.
Okay.
The same blitz.
Okay.
The pick 6 and the 2 sacks were all the same blitz that they didn't handle well in one form or another.
Gotcha.
It wasn't the same on any of them, but yeah.
One quick sidebar before I play this. Coming up at 5:30, in fact, coming up actually at 5:15 is pregame for UAH and Reinhardt. That'll be over on Talk Radio, WZZN, Joe Hunk, and Scott Tyson will have that play-by-play call. I believe it's the home opener for the women. And, yes, it is. It's the home opener today at 5:30. If you happen to be on the way home, want to check out some college basketball, that'll be over on Talk Radio, WZZN. All right, started off with Jim Miller. On the subject of that run game, something Coach Grubb mentioned that on Monday as well on the offensive line. But how well do you think Jim Miller is playing right now for you, Coach?
Well, I think there's a lot that Jam brings to us, and there's improvement. I think that's happened here last weekend, and everyone points to the offensive line. I think there's improvements with the running backs, and they're going to miss a team once in a while. We understand that, and we're going to miss a block once in a while. That's football. I mean, that's every team, you know. So Jam's a guy that, probably one of the most disappointing things is and he would tell you the same thing. He let a bit too much penetration get through on a pass pro, early in the game. And he and Ty working together along with the offensive line. We took a sack there in one of the first series of the game. But those are things that he's superb at and does a great job. And I'm not going to lose trust. We just got to continue to put him in spots in practice in all of these ways, whether he's carrying the ball or not, to where there's good flow, there's good rhythm, there's good confidence for everyone.
And, Coach, I know at least we like to focus on guys that are improving throughout the year, but I'm curious from your standpoint of consistent guys, that normally don't get the spotlight shown on them. Tell me a little bit about who do you think is the most consistent player that you have on your football team this year, Coach?
Most consistent. I mean, that's a lot of guys. I mean, I think Jeremy Bernard has just been really consistent from start to finish, and it's as a receiver, and that's what you see a lot of. But, I felt like he raised his game, as a blocker. And, there was some run game things that he got involved with, helped create some explosives. And, we focus so much up front. I mean, those guys are the ones that can help pop big plays, and his effort all around and his leadership. I would say he's probably the most consistent. I mean, Parker would be up there as well as one of the guys that's most consistent this year from start to finish so far.
That'd be Parker Brailsford,
who is questionable for this week's game.
That is correct. He is questionable.
Do you know what's wrong with him?
They went there, but he did not specify inside the teleconference as to what the issue
I
is.
didn't see that yet.
But the injury report comes out tonight. All right, front and center, let's get to Lane Kiffin, shall we? It was quite the adventure for Lane Kiffin today on the teleconference. I'll try to pepper through these as best I can, but it took Lane a minute to even connect.
You hear us now?
We got you, Kyle.
Go ahead, Coach. Yeah, so, it's kind of second open date, so we're treating it more like a normal practice week and working on the opponent and getting a head start. So that's been good. Our players have had great energy and physicalness at practice. I think they realize how much is at stake here now that they're 10-1 with a chance to go to 11-1 and the best season in the history of the school. And so it's been really, really good. So,
all right, that's as much you're going to hear about Mississippi State without even saying the words Mississippi State. By the way, both Mississippi State and Ole Miss are on the bye week. You're probably wondering what kind of questions Lane got today. And I did not get to ask the Easter Bunny any questions today. He got peppered pretty good.
Hey, Lane, as you navigate this stay or go process, to what degree have you thought about what you want your career legacy to be?
That was a good one, Blake. I wasn't ready for that. Kyle had me ready for some of them. I wasn't ready for that. I don't know. That's. I would have to have more time to think about that to make a public statement on that. I love that. I feel like my story, what I've gone through, my experiences are able to impact people. And I remember speaking at my dad's funeral and so many people from so many places sending cards, coming down, saying things about his impact on them. And I was like, God, that's what I hope for. And so I guess I don't have the full answer because you were probably thinking more coaching. I'm thinking more of the legacy that you leave with the people you connect with and the ability to help them through things.
And I'll try one more here. Has Ole Miss asked you or your representation to provide them with clarity before the Egg Bowl on where you intend to coach next season?
Yeah, I'm going to stay on what I've done for 6 years, which isn't talk about other jobs and that situation. And Keith and I've seen him twice already today. Keith and I have a great relationship. We communicate daily on a lot of things. And I love it here.
I'm going to fast forward here a little bit just so you hear the little back and forth question-wise from the media today in the teleconference.
Yeah, Lane, I mean, do you expect to coach next week as you're preparing for this game?
Do you know something I don't know?
I'm asking you.
Do I expect to coach next week? Why would I not expect to coach next week? I mean, I expected to coach in Florida too. So I don't even understand the question how I would not expect to coach next week. Why would I be at work?
No. Fair enough. No, fair enough. Is there any reason you wouldn't see yourself, any situation in which you wouldn't think you'd be coaching this team moving forward beyond next week?
No, I don't. I mean, we're game planning. We just practice. I don't even understand how that would happen. So,
okay,
must be missing something.
Fair enough.
I guess bad timing for my question, Coach. I was going to ask you about your comfort level in the spotlight and with this level of scrutiny. But I think, I guess it kind of is what it is right now when you're this famous and sought after. Is life a little different? Do you have to manage things a little bit differently right now?
No, because I don't really do. My schedule is the same. I go to wake up at 4 or 5 and go to yoga and come to the office all day long. I don't really go anywhere. So probably maybe what you're thinking, like, I would be like out there in the real world. I don't go anywhere. So my day is exactly the same.
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, Lane, there are conflicting reports. I was going to give you a chance to set the record straight that you spoke with the governor of Louisiana here pretty recently. Did that or did that not happen?
How about that question?
Yeah, I wouldn't comment on that either way. So I'm not.
That will go to Brandon Marcello of CBS Sports.
Hey, Lane, I hope you're doing well today. Man, I appreciate the time. I was just going to ask, when do you hope to have some clarity and provide some clarity on your future with Ole Miss and also the other parties that are seeking your services at this moment?
Like I said, I'm saying the same thing for 6 years. I'm not talking about speaking on other jobs. I'm focused on this one.
Is there a possibility you could take another job before the postseason?
Yeah, listen to this one.
Is there a possibility you could take another job before the postseason?
I'm not speaking on other jobs.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Mark Long of the Associated Press.
Elaine, a little bit easier one, but
yeah.
Is it more flattering or overwhelming to be courted by 3 different fan bases, 3 different schools, 3 different entities?
Doesn't feel good on this call.
That's fair.
Somehow it got spun really negatively. I said it before. If programs want your coach, okay, that should be looked at as an amazing thing and a great thing by your fans. So if programs want your coach because you're 10-1 and whatever, we've run 3 10-win seasons in a row, which has never been done at Ole Miss before. Is that a good thing that other programs want your coach because your program's experienced success it's never had? Or would you rather be 5-6 or 6-5 or something right now and no one wants your coach? I would look at it from that perspective.
Sure.
Am
I reading too much into that of later peace out? I
don't think so.
No, you don't.
First of all, everybody wants to know what Lane's going to do. Lane doesn't know what he's going to do. Can you not hear that?
When you've got nearly grown kids or probably think they're grown.
Yeah.
Does that change everything when you're posed with choices like this? I think it's a lot easier to when they're little to up and move than maybe when they're older.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on jobs. I would say this, though, in fairness to the question. I do think that people with time change, and maybe when they're younger, you make really fast decisions, which I've gone on record, said that before in life and in situations. And I think as you get older and more mature and look at things different, maybe you take longer to make the proper decision. I would say that just in general.
Thank you.
He just told you what he's doing. He's not sure.
Yeah.
Lane, was this kind of bound to happen with
Edgar.
the complications of the calendar and a head coach with a playoff contender and being, courted by other schools? Was this bound to happen with the 12-team playoff?
Yeah, if a team wanted a playoff coach, this was bound to happen. So this is really, I'm just looking at it as outside. I'm not even talking about myself. I'm just looking at it as you guys are there's a systematical problem. And it used to be players were in it, and they still are a little bit with the portal timing and playoffs and all those things. And look at the Penn State quarterback a year ago and, not letting him play and him having to go in. And I think I would hope everybody in that situation was like, man, that's a systematical issue, calendar issue. So, yeah, the subject that you're referring to is probably until something changes is going to be an issue for years.
Here's how it ended.
All right, Coach Kiffin, Kyle, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Can't wait for next week, guys.
No call next week, Coach. This is your last one.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
That's Lane.
So
but he did pretty much tell everybody, I don't know.
Okay, well, here's the deal. What he's saying, what he just said is, A, he's not doing anything different because he's not.
Yeah.
Last week, I know he had meetings, I'm sure, with his agents and his representation.
Yeah.
They're out there looking for what's out there, just like anybody in any job would.
Yeah.
And, he's trying to take care of his future because if he goes 6-5 next year, Ole Miss, they want to fire him.
Oh.
Right? True.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just letting Lane answer for me.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to, I'm of the personal opinion that he's doing things nobody's ever done at Ole Miss.
And I think he's in a really good spot at Ole Miss where everything's set.
I do too. And to me, the whether this is what would be the answer, but you have to look at your job opportunities.
Yeah.
100%. And that's what he's doing. I mean, I have no insight other than I listen to people every day talk.
Yeah.
And they're all telling the story to you if you just listen. And what he's saying is, hey, I'm enjoying this year and I'm going to keep coaching. I'm not doing anything different. And he's not leaving in the midseason. And he's not going to leave this team if they have a chance, if they make the playoffs. He's not going.
So there was two other coaches that got peppered pretty good today. One of them was I was fourth in line for Drinkowitz, but this is how I started with Drink today.
Hey, Coach, how are you today, sir?
Steve, we're playing a ranked matchup here in the SEC.
No,
I think it's the second one in the game. So, if we're going to ask some questions now, let's ask some questions that we can talk about the football game.
Yes.
Well, I think if you listen to him, and what he says, he said yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, that he needed some of the Fortune 500 companies that are with Missouri to step up on NIL.
Yep. And he's just letting people know, hey, this is real. You want me or don't you?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's why my first two questions to Drink was about Oklahoma. It was about, in fact, I asked him about what he saw in the Oklahoma-Alabama game, but I ended a question that Lane Kiffin got last week. I wanted to get his answer.
And because this is the last week I get to ask you a question, Coach, I wanted to ask a question I heard asked to Lane Kiffin last week. And what are the aspects of a good job right now in college football, and has that changed as what defines a good job in college football right now to you, Coach?
Man, yeah, that's a very good question with in-depth responsibility. I think one, supportive fan bases where resources match expectations, I think is something that's really important. I think having the ability to have rev share, third-party NIL, the ability to compete, scheduling matters, alignment between the president, the board, the athletic department, I think is really, really important. And then I think every coach has a little personal feel for what is important to him. For me, it's really important that my family enjoys where they're living and feels valued by the work that we do. And so, for me, that's going to be always something that's weighs heavily on my mind in any decision. I think alignment, I think resources that match expectations, and I think a great place for everybody's different. I got a young family, so I think the ability to raise a family is important.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for those questions.
So I think one thing that I'd be looking into if I was a coach wanting to leave and I was in Lane Kiffin's situation.
Yeah.
Are the NIL going to end up being the same, like the $22 million?
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be?
It's 20.5. But to let you know,
yeah,
I mean,
20.5.
Yeah.
So is that going to be all you're going to be able to spend?
Because each school right now can distribute it differently how each school wants to do it.
And so you want to go to somewhere where that is in your favor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or if you're going to be able to do, like some people think, NIL and that money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who are the sponsors? I mean, who's going to have, in other words, who's going to have a competitive advantage? Which school? And that has to be looked at, especially with the arrive or fire deal. You're either in the 12 or you're, once if you get eliminated too early, they're going to get rid of you. And that's what, there you go.
Yeah. The Lane Kiffin theory of you're 3 losses away from being dumped.
Exactly. Or getting just unmitigated heat.
We call that the Brian Kelly, by the way.
Which hurts your program.
Yeah.
When you're getting peppered by the press like Sark is.
Well, I'm going to play that later on, but I know
that
Big
hurts
C's
your program.
waiting. Yeah. I really hope we've entertained Big C enough where he is still with us.
Or still awake.
That's where I'm going. Big C, are you there, sir?
Yeah.
Big C, how are you doing, man?
Doing great. Wes, how are you, big man? How you, Steve?
I'm doing good.
Good. What do y'all think he's going to leave or stay? Talking about Lane.
I don't think he knows.
I think that he's not sure.
I don't think he knows.
All right, what do you do? All right, now that everybody's wanting you, but now with Ole Miss screws up against Mississippi State, which I don't think they will, I think they're cinched to go, even if they don't go to the SEC championship game, they're cinched to be in the 12-team playoff. So,
100%. Oh, yeah. They beat Mississippi State. Well, they're 100% in. It's not even close. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be six.
Right.
They'll be in the top 6.
Well, okay. All right. Then what do you, if you're somebody wanting him, you wait until they get eliminated, or do you get, I don't think the AD will be wanting him to be the head coach at Ole Miss if he goes ahead and decides to go to LSU. Or
I don't think there's been an ultimatum.
Yeah,
I really don't think there's been. I think whoever ran with that may have done that with one source and not 2. My opinion.
Well, that might be. It's just so. Really, you don't think the AD really told him he needs to know?
Well, think about this. What are you going to fire Lane Kiffin and you owe him $50 million? Then he gets to go somewhere anyway. A coach you want to keep?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
No.
You got an ultimatum?
Yeah. I mean, if you just say that out loud.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
No. Ole Miss is doing pretty well right now. I don't think they're doing that well where they could just flush $50 million.
No, I don't think. No. Yeah, I don't know what his buyout is really, but I know this. I think he has a buyout if he goes somewhere else as well. They'd be giving that up. So I don't think there is an ultimatum. The only ultimatum I could see
36.6.
Yeah,
36.6.
The only ultimatum I could see is they said, "Hey, we got an extension on the table, and we know you're not signing it. We're going to take that off the table." But why would you do that? Either when you would pay. Who you going to? It's If that happened, it wasn't very smart. I don't think it happened.
If he leaves before December 8th, 2025, the school would owe Lane $44 million.
So yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, not unless the governor of
Louisiana
changed states. Man.
Since you bring up the governor of Louisiana, do you think that's going to still scare a lot of people off getting that job?
I don't see how it helps.
So I don't think the governor of Louisiana. I think what's happened since all that went down, where they're trying to say they didn't fire Brian Kelly, but now that he didn't have a right to fire Brian Kelly or the authority, and that now they're going to fire Brian Kildee with cause.
The fact that we're talking about Jeff Landry.
But so, the thing to me is, if you're a coach and you're worried, and if you don't do as good as they think you should, they're going to find a reason to fire you and not pay you.
Yeah.
Well, what good does a contract do anyway, right?
Can't raise ticket prices without winning either.
And I think the biggest thing today that I read that kind of points back to Lane Kiffin, that something has changed in Lane Kiffin, is I think he was leaning to Florida. Today, Florida interviewed somebody else, the Tulane coach. Summerall is what I read. If that's true, then that tells me that maybe that what I thought was 80 to 90% going to happen, which was Lane going to Florida, is maybe not 80 or 90% anymore. That's what that tells me.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just, I don't know. Do you think this is really a good time or I guess it is. I guess it's never a good time to fire somebody, but I just think
it's not a good time.
No,
You got National Signing Day coming up. Then you've also got a judge about to rule whether or not seniors can actually have another year of eligibility. That's happening in a Nashville court on December the 15th. Then you've got one portal period now. See?
Yeah, I think that judge will get overturned and I don't think that'll hold.
You think that'll get overturned, Leah?
Yeah, I guess one judge and can't decide with the NCAA, which is their own organization, and they say it should be 6 years. Which why would not be 8 years? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. You got to have rules.
Oh yeah,
and there's not antitrust if there's rules, and you can only go to college so long, right?
There's
I kind of proved that.
There's
I put 5.5 years towards a 4-year degree.
Yeah. You cram 4 years into 5.5.
This is the Tommy
It
Boy
was tough.
theory, right? I mean,
And I had to stop early. Yeah.
Well, I have a friend whose brother, they're 8 years apart, and they had the same roommate at Auburn.
That's great. That's great. That's fantastic.
I'm not going to say his name because I love all of them.
No, come on.
And he's not alive anymore. So he was a great guy, though.
Big C, who you got on tomorrow?
I had Scott Hunter on today. Today's his birthday. I won't reveal how old he is, but you can sort of figure it out. But anyway, and that was
played in the 1969 Iron Bowl, right?
He played. That was his junior year at Alabama.
So 70, graduate. That's at least 22.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So he's been out of school for 55 years.
Tell folks how they can listen to you or watch you. Excuse me.
They can go to Talking, TALKIN, Apostrophe Sports with Big C on Facebook. And at 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, we're live till 9 o'clock. And if you miss it, you can go to the archive after the show.
Outstanding. Thank you, C.
All right, Big C. Thank you.
Let's take our first time out. I do have Steve Sarkisian in the holster, who started off the entire teleconference by saying,
"Yes, I'd like to comment on something before I get into our team." Yes, I'd like to comment on something before I get into our team. Something that has been bothering me now over the past few weeks, and
I'll play that for you a little bit later on. You probably got a pretty good idea what that's about. We're alive here at Baumhower's.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is your opportunity to register to win a pair of Army and Navy football tickets to this year's game, courtesy of Higher Echelon. All you have to do is answer this question correctly to get registered, and you'll be registered to win a pair of tickets to this year's Army-Navy football game. Today's trivia question: The Army-Navy game has only been west of the Mississippi River one time. Where was it held and in what year? 256-576-4977. 256-576-4977. Good luck.
It's early Black Friday at Woody Anderson Ford, and that means loads of incentives that make owning or leasing an award-winning Ford that much easier. Hello, I'm Don Wessels, and let's talk Ford owner loyalty first. If you currently own a Ford, you'll get a $1,500 bonus on 25 Bronco Sport and 25 Explorer, plus a $1,000 bonus on 25 F-150, no trade-in required. Happen to own a Bronco Sport competitor? You'll get a $2,000 bonus. Same for Conquest Cash on 25 Bronco and Explorer. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months on select Fords, including 25 F-150, Explorer, Escape, and more. And you'll make no payments for 90 days with approved credit. Woody Anderson Ford also has 0 down leases on our most popular models, and they come with 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance. Hurry though, these early Black Friday offers end November 29th. It's a smart time to buy. Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
You'll love the expanded wine selection at Liquor Express. From special occasion to everyday table wines, they've got what you need. Meet your friends at the largest tap wall in Alabama with 105 rotating selections. Then take home a growler full of your favorite or choose from our 1,000 canned or bottled beers. Need help stocking your bar or planning your party? Liquor Express has a knowledgeable, professional in-house staff that can assist you with anything from your bar to the planning of your special event. Visit liquorexpress.net for tasting specials, giveaways, and classes.
Hey there, Bob Baumhower again. Baumhower's Victory Grille is extremely proud to have recently received numerous awards, including being voted Best Wings in the state of Alabama. Other awards received include Best All-Around Restaurant, Best American Restaurant, #1 Sports Bar, Best Chef, Best Wings, and Best Dining Experience. Thank you for 43 legendary years, and we look forward to providing you an award-winning dining experience at every visit. Baumhower's Victory Grille. Legendary fun, legendary food.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Your customers deserve the best, and so do you. You invest in your customers with your heart, soul, and skill. Well, it's time to invest in yourself with the next generation Cat 255 compact track loader from Thompson Tractor. After all, those who give their best deserve the best, and this machine has it all. With features that include a more powerful engine, tri-axle truck loading capabilities, a spacious cab, and a smooth ride for all-day comfort. Best of all, now Thompson Tractor is making that investment even better with our Workhorse Special. Get 0% financing for 36 months on the purchase of a new Cat 255 compact track loader that comes with a 3-year warranty. You also get a 74-inch bucket and 1,000-hour filter kit. Great news! This offer is now extended through the end of December. Visit ThompsonTractor.com for details. Thompson Tractor. We're here for you.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at WoodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
All right, in the on-deck circle is Hey Coach and the Kale and DeBoer Show. Then after that, we will join pregame for Alabama, Illinois. I heard John Abraham call it Illinois. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. It's Illinois. It's not Illinois. But that means Crawdaddy is not on tonight, but don't worry. Crawdaddy will be on tomorrow night. We're actually going 2 hours tomorrow. Leading into Crawdad, we will be on the road.
What, we're going 2 hours tomorrow?
We're going 2 hours tomorrow.
Love it when we
I
go
better
2
bring a
hours.
snack.
And then Thursday night football is the Bills at the Texans. That'll be on Talk Radio, WCCN. So that's your game plan. Is Sam Fleming is here with us from Fleming Roofing and restoration.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Man, good to see you.
Not too much is going on.
Old Tom Abraham. He's from up there around Illinois, ain't he?
Illinois?
Yeah.
Illinois?
He's from Rochester, New York.
That's close. Closer.
I'm not sure it is. Really.
I like Tom. He's good.
when he's actually on the air.
And I didn't know he still worked for us.
Yeah, next Wednesday I'm filling in for old Big Dog. So anyway. So I got that going for me. Going for you is this downtime?
More of the same, yeah. We're still more the same. Yeah, we rinse and repeat. We do the same thing every day. Yeah, it's getting to that period of time. The holidays coming up, things will slow down. I mean, we're still working. We might get some bad weather. We're not really able to work, and we kind of, we're just used to that. It's this time of year, but we're still there. We're ready if you need us.
Yeah. So, still doing. Redoing the hail damage on the roofs?
Yeah, we're still doing hail damage. With the hail damage we had in May, everybody got shingle damage, standing seam damage, gutter damage. So there was a lot, So, I mean, we have multiple crews. We don't just have one crew that's a jack of all trades. We have people that specialize. We want everybody to get a quality job on everything that we do. So we have a guy that does all our standing seam. So we might have done some roofs, and now we're going back and finishing the standing seam, and then we got a gutter crew that does the gutter. So, yeah.
It just depends on how backed up you are on each crew.
Yeah, I mean, in a typical year when you don't have 400 people needing everything all at once, we would have a roofing guy out there, do your shingles one day, your metal the next day, and your gutters the last day, and we'd be out your hair in 3 days. But now, there's a little longer. Yeah, we're catching up though. It's good.
So, talk about the process really quick, Sam, about if you think you have damage or you have damage. And,
right.
So what you call your number.
Yeah, you can call us at the office and we can come out before you call the insurance. Sometimes the insurance, if you call them first, they'll ask you to call me or maybe somebody else to come out and give you an estimate before they file the claim and make sure it's storm damage. Now, not everybody is as honest as we are. And they might just tell you have storm damage and you might not. But there are some guys out there that I know will be honest with you. But yeah, you can have us come out first or you can call your agent. And sometimes they might. So if you just call us first, you might skip a step.
Right. So you call y'all, you come out, you tell them if you have damage or not.
Yeah.
And then you work with the insurance company from then on?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, the insurance company, you've got your agent and they're going to file your claim and then they're going to send an adjuster out and they'll look and then a lot of times we'll meet with the adjuster when they're there just to make sure everything's on the same page. And then once they approve it and give their blessing, then you're off to the races. And there's a little bit of paperwork on the end that we can help you with, but that's about it.
Yeah. So basically, it's almost turnkey is what the point I'm getting.
Yeah. I mean, usually you're just out of pocket your deductible unless you're trying to upgrade some things or do a little extra work at the same time, So, if you've got hail damage, you should only pay your deductible, and that's it.
FlemingHSV.com is the website. If you happen to be out and about on the road,
and if
Fleming
you're not
HSV.
Sure, call them.
Yeah, just give us a call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not sure,
that is 256-651-9440.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All good. Just here to help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
just here to help.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you do for the show.
Yeah. You guys have a good Thanksgiving and everything. So.
Absolutely. And as for football-wise, what do you think about down the stretch? What did you think of last night's reveal? We haven't even discussed Notre Dame getting ahead of Alabama.
I'm not worried about it. Honestly, I don't even really feel – after watching Georgia just beat the tar out of Texas, I feel like they're the best team, if not A&M, in the conference. So I kind of, as an Alabama fan, I kind of feel weird about Alabama maybe making the SEC championship game, knowing those are the two best teams. But in the end, it might help Georgia out, and they might end up winning the whole thing. So I just hope somebody from the SEC can shut the Big Ten up.
So the scenario I was told, I called the SEC office, and they don't know exactly the scenario, but to get into a three-way tie, Texas would have to beat Texas A&M, and then also computer-wise, Vanderbilt would have to beat Kentucky this weekend as well. So that is probable.
Yeah.
It's the non-conference stuff they don't know about, but that would lump everybody in, and there would be a strong probability that Alabama would not.
Tennessee.
No. I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't factor in to this formula of teams qualifying for the SEC championship.
do you see the SEC championship going away at some point? Because everything's about the playoffs. My friends don't even act like it's not even. I'm like, man, it's a huge deal to win the SEC.
I think it's a huge deal. It's not going away unless they find a way to make up the money.
Yeah.
That's what everything is about. I don't care what anybody says. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it's eventually going to go away.
It could, but they have to wait. The SEC will have to be compensated.
Yeah.
They're not giving that up.
No.
Unless they pay some money. And
what's a more valuable piece of property? A play-in game for the playoffs or a
to the Southeastern Conference? A championship game, 100%. It's not even close. It's not even close to because there's no guarantee that the SEC will have a play-in game.
I mean, a lot of years it's been the best two teams in the country playing in that game.
100%, not even close.
Yeah.
But at the same time, last night, this is now 3 weeks in a row where the committee has yet to really value strength of schedule. This is after their audit that they had during this past offseason.
I have no faith in the committee.
What's the stat that Alabama and Georgia have more wins versus ranked teams in the entire Big Ten?
Currently ranked opponents. And the one team nobody's talking about is getting away with almost murder is Oregon.
Yeah.
That they have one ranked win. And anyway.
As a Bama fan, really, I would love to watch Alabama play Indiana right out of the gate. Or Oregon.
Yeah. They're going to. Every time I look, it's play Oklahoma again.
No, that's not the scenario.
Yeah.
But I did have that in the back of my mind, whether or not the committee was thinking about that, of if that was the final ranking, that they would not want that to happen again.
Nobody wants to see SEC matchups in the playoffs.
They do.
Well, the
Big
Ten does. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, there's one guy that wants to see an SEC matchup in the national championship game. Greg Sankey.
Yeah. Well,
and all of us.
A&M, Georgia, it could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, A&M was really good. I mean, everybody's going to have that one close game every year, which they do.
Well, South Carolina, what's happening is number 8 for South Carolina is a track star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's now just not getting football.
Yeah.
I mean, he just committed himself to football 9 months ago. And nobody can cover him. It's like Jameson Williamson.
Mm-hmm.
Jameson Williams.
They used to say the same thing about me in high school.
I know.
I knew
Flash.
it.
I thought you were Flash.
No.
I knew it.
If only he converted to football. No, they didn't.
All right, Sam. Always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, give us a shout.
That is FlemingHSV.com. Let's take our final time out. We'll open it up to your phone calls on the other side at 256-576-4977.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
It's early Black Friday at Woody Anderson Ford, and that means loads of incentives to make owning or leasing an award-winning Ford that much easier. Hello, I'm Don Wessels, and let's talk Ford owner loyalty first. If you currently own a Ford, you'll get a $1,500 bonus on 25 Bronco Sport and 25 Explorer, plus a $1,000 bonus on 25 F-150, no trade-in required. Happen to own a Bronco Sport competitor? You'll get a $2,000 bonus. Same for Conquest Cash on 25 Bronco and Explorer. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months on select Fords, including 25 F-150, Explorer, Escape, and more. And you'll make no payments for 90 days with approved credit. Woody Anderson Ford also has 0 down leases on our most popular models, and they come with 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance. Hurry though, these early Black Friday offers end November 29th. It's a smart time to buy. Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com. At Stella at 5 Points, living isn't just about having an apartment, it's about living artfully. Imagine waking up with the upscale feel of Atlanta or Nashville right here in the heart of Huntsville. Modern, stylish apartments, open layouts, stainless steel appliances, and resort-inspired amenities. Nestled in vibrant 5 Points, you'll enjoy walkability, parks, dining, and quick access to downtown without the chaos. Stella at 5 Points. Live artfully. Live Stella.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Did you know that average home equity is at an all-time high, but so is average consumer debt? Even though rates are higher now, you can use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loans, etc., then refi when the rates drop. Don't put off that new home purchase. When rates drop, prices will go up. Buy now and get the best price and then refi when the rates drop. This is the time to talk to the experts at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit northalabamamortgage.com for more information.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com. At Stella at 5 Points, living isn't just about having an apartment, it's about living artfully. Imagine waking up with the upscale feel of Atlanta or Nashville right here in the heart of Huntsville. Modern, stylish apartments, open layouts, stainless steel appliances, and resort-inspired amenities. Nestled in vibrant 5 Points, you'll enjoy walkability, parks, dining, and quick access to downtown without the chaos. Stella at 5 Points. Live artfully. Live Stella.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen. We'll continue to sit under mostly clouds for this Wednesday night. Temperature is going to be falling into the upper 50s for the overnight. Waking up to our Thursday morning, expect to see areas of patchy fog. We'll continue to see mostly clouds. A few rain showers and thunderstorms possible heading into the afternoon. High temperatures reach the upper 70s.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Want to save some money?
I can take money and I can make it into more money.
Just check out our zone deals online at 977ESPN.com. We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Back here at Baumhower's Victory Grille. Wes Neighbors, Steve Moulton back here with you. So a lot of reaction to last night's CFP rankings. And yes, it's true. It's not the last ones. They're not done. But a lot of debate between Alabama and Oklahoma. And of all people, Nicole Auerbach and the teleconference after the release last night. Let's see if I can't cue it up here for you. And what Nicole had to say about these rankings in particular that had Alabama behind Notre Dame.
Yeah, Hunter, thanks for doing this. I have 2 questions. First one is you detailed and went through the way Alabama lost that game to Florida State. Why was that not limiting them more until they picked up a second loss? Because they were comfortably at that number 4 spot.
Yeah, I think when you look at how we have these teams ranked right now, Nicole, you've got 3 undefeated teams, 1 through 3. You have 4 lost teams, 4 one-loss teams at 4 through 7, and then you have that grouping of 3 really good 8-2 teams, and then you start comparing Oklahoma, Notre Dame, and Alabama. And as we talked about, obviously the head-to-head, Oklahoma gets that over Alabama, and then you start have comparable losses, Notre Dame against Miami and Texas A&M, and then Oklahoma for Alabama, and then of course that Florida State game. And so when you had one loss and you were Alabama was rolling there in the middle of their season with those 4 wins, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee. And while they've continued to win games, they struggled on the road and had to score 2 touchdowns late in winning at South Carolina. Again, that was a game that they didn't run the ball very well. They didn't look like the same Alabama team against LSU last weekend, and then they had a tough loss. They had some turnovers that came back to bite them, but again didn't run the ball very well in the game against Oklahoma.
So just to not to put words in your mouth, but is it fair to say that it's kind of coming back more into play because of how you've seen that team perform since? I'm just kind of wondering like which week one results kind of impact the committee as they're evaluating teams in November more than others.
Yeah, I think it's not that it's evaluated more than others. It's just a metric, and that we're not a metric, but a data point that we have in their schedule. And in FSU's season, as it has played out, is just they're 5-5, and it don't appear to be a very good team. They've lost some games that are not very good losses for Florida State, and so how Florida State's season has continued to play out is impacting how that game looks as a loss for Alabama.
So who is Notre Dame beat? So
you failed to see his point about the quality of the losses.
No, I see that point. I remember that point being made by me years ago to no avail.
I remember
two losses by 1 point.
Yeah,
and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
the question was who had they beaten? Fair question, right?
Yeah.
Who is Notre Dame beaten?
USC is their only ranked win.
There you go. Give them Alabama's schedule and see if they're not tired of playing in the middle of the year.
Alabama has currently 4 ranked wins.
Yeah, is total
in their own top 25, including number 3.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, including number 4. Georgia's number 4.
I'm not going to argue that it's a bad loss, but I didn't like the way you answered the question.
I didn't either.
I thought it was awful, and it shows a lot.
So
strength of schedule. What's Notre Dame's strength of schedule?
So I'll look that up because it made me ask if there was one SEC coach that I could ask about Notre Dame, Mike Elko.
And, Coach, I am in the state of Alabama where there is a lot of reaction of last night's CFP rankings, but I'm not asking you about that. But I would like to get your opinion on how Notre Dame does stack up against your other SEC teams that you've played so far, Coach.
Yeah, I won't talk specifically about that, but I do think, and this is something, again, that I've mentioned before, and we have to figure out how to reward SEC teams for playing in the SEC. Because if we're not going to be rewarded for strength of schedule metrics and we're not going to be rewarded for strength of record, then it's going to become really, really challenging with us going to 9 SEC games to figure out how the best teams are going to get into the playoffs. And, the coaches have been pounding this drum. Nobody seems to be listening, but it's just not the same. And so I think it shows up at a lot of different spots within the rankings. I think there's a lot of different situations where people need to identify us being a 10-4 out of conference record against Power 4 in the SEC, some of the crossover SEC games and what they actually look like against some of these teams in the other conferences, and find a way to give our league and our conference more credit for the wins that we get.
Yeah. So what's Notre Dame's?
But if you really listen to Hunter Yurachek, he said this many group is undefeated. This many group is 1 loss. This little group's got 2 losses. Not all 8-2s are equal. Not all undefeateds are even equal. I mean,
that's a great point, Steve. Yes.
So the mindset that we were told that was going to change,
it hasn't changed.
No.
And you were been worried about it the whole time.
Todd is on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. How are you, Todd?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Doing well.
Y'all are nailing on this CFP. There's no way that they're even remotely considering strength of schedule. I mean, it's borderline ridiculous. And I know y'all feel the same way, but they've got to. It's almost now like I prefer the BCS over this nonsense.
I'm 100% with you.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, they can say what they want to say about the metrics and the computer rankings, but it almost to me seems like when the BCS was in play, we actually got the 2 best teams more times than not. And they were playing for a national championship where I guess they're looking at it like, obviously, Wes is always saying it's about money, number one.
Yeah.
And number 2, now everybody's talking about it. If they're getting good press or bad press, they're getting pressed,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's strength of record. What is that really? But strength of schedule, that has to be taken
strength of record is something
my favorite one that popped up last night.
These are all
was
Big Ten.
REMSOS. It's remaining strength of schedule. Anyway.
They're taking something simple, like obvious strength of schedule, obvious ranked opponents, and like Alabama going on that winning streak, and then Alabama loses this game, and let's just throw that streak out the window. And now we've got Notre Dame, who played one ranked team, you said, and now they're somehow above Alabama? I mean,
they've played more than one ranked team. The trick is
team.
They lost to those other two, so those losses look really good. They look really good.
Yeah. I did want to bring up something really quick, and I know y'all are running short on time, but maybe y'all can help me with this. I'm really confused about the whole Lane Kiffin situation. It seemed to me he had a good thing going at Ole Miss, right?
Well, he still does. He still does.
I understand. Why would you even want to consider going to the dumpster fire that is LSU right now, or going to Florida, who we know those are some finicky fans? They're going to give him
that's a great question, and I think he's asking
himself
those questions.
Yeah, I don't know if you were listening earlier in the hour, but I think Lane's struggling with that himself.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: if you have a job and your competitors for your job come to offer you, say, hey, we're interested in hiring you.
Yeah,
are you not going to listen to him? I mean, he's listening. I get it. Yeah, I get it. He's listening. And I agree with everything you said about Ole Miss, and I hope he stays at Ole Miss.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'm a
Bama fan, but I used to not like Lane Kiffin like most people, but once he was at Alabama, it just seemed to click with him, and he seems to have got his life turned around. Seem more mature. He's running a good program. It just I just don't see the sense in even playing this game. I mean, how much money is enough money? He seems to be recruiting incredible talent.
I think it's more about, you're going to ask for more money, this or that, but I think it's more about resources. I think that he feels, for whatever reason, in the past, he's felt like Florida's where would have the most resources to win a national championship, which is really but I think right now they're just looking at offers and weighing everything.
Yeah.
That's what, and I don't think he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, I really do as well.
Yeah.
I just hope it turns out well, to be honest with you, because I don't know. It just seems like it. In the end, is it going to be worth it?
That is. You know what?
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
But this is why this sport in particular is so much fun to watch, because it's the ultimate reality television. I mean, it's
And I heard somebody say the other day, and then I'll let you guys go, that they wondered if Lane Kiffin is one of those coaches that needs a new challenge all the time. Like he feels like he's got no Miss as far as he can get them.
I really think this is more about
challenge.
Yeah, I think this is more about winning.
Thank you, Todd.
I think being able to be on the same playing field as everybody else.
Really good
that's
call,
what it's
Todd.
about. Yeah, enjoy it, Todd.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know what Lane would say.
Ooh. Well, the best interview ever that I actually said yesterday.
Yeah. The explosive plays.
The explosive plays.
The old explosive plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if
You're not going to like it.
Limit explosive plays. And
oh, ye of little faith.
That's pretty good.
Ye of little faith.
Tom Luganville here for my friends at the service department at Woody Anderson Ford. When you need service on your vehicle, whether it's a Ford or any other make, you want to get into Woody Anderson Ford, where their expert service technicians will get it diagnosed and repaired right away, the right way. And while you are there, check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Woody Anderson as well. They are ready to make you the best deal possible. Visit Woody Anderson Ford today.
Woody Anderson Ford on Jordan Lane in Huntsville, Hughes Road in Madison, and online at WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Hey there, everybody.